I'll be busy working, so I probably won't respond to what you guys are saying. But we're fixing a bathroom that has water damage from moisture in a shower here. There's no vent fan. We're going to install one somewhere in here in the ceiling roughly. There's a switch that way around the corner we're going to tie into because it's already electrical there. So, anywho, got to cut out the junk all along the edges, peel out the junk, and then see what we got to work with once we get that deep. Some areas it's just painting that's messed up, so I can just take off the junk. Other areas like this whole area here needs actually removed, so we'll go halfway over a stud. Just start like right there, peel that out, drop it in the trash bucket before I forget the screw right up there. Horrible knife. These type that you would quick release where you push the little button here and the blade falls out. Don't get a Cobalt one. You barely put any pressure on it and it collapses. Garbage. Alright, for now we're just going to cut to there. We'll remove the basura. Thing is, I think the drywall is back behind this trim, and I don't really want to remove the trim if I can help it. So we'll see what we got underneath. Let's see what we can try to salvage and what we can save and whatnot. It is green board, but it's still got moisture. I was thinking maybe they didn't use the right board, but they did. Just this room gets so steaming hot because it doesn't have a fan. It's got two little windows, but they don't really help. All right. Gotta cut this at an angle so I can hopefully get that out. Hey buddy, how's it going? Doing some work here. What's up? Zelensky, how's it going? So my business is a handyman business, and so I do this on my normal work, but I also do 2A stuff, hiking, mine exploring. I believe you're new. Thank you for coming by, bud. Appreciate you. But we're over here in Bisbee, Arizona, doing some water damage in a shower. Too much moisture in here, causing it to build up. We have problems. See, I think that's good there. Yeah, I got that joint right there. Clear it out and repatch it. Some of it's salvageable, some of it's not. Keep up the hard work, man. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, check out our channel. We got lots of stuff. Try to have something for everybody. Try to keep everybody happy. Got a mess up in the ceiling right here. Scrape off all the loose paint. Make sure I don't get in my eyeballs. And we'll skim coat it. Alright, that's good for that side. I think I got some on this side yet. Yeah. Where the drywall meets the brick. Skim coat that too. Someone wants me. It's just a alert. YouTube alert. Nerd alert. Oh wait, no. Why don't we remove that? I'm not sure. Gotta get all the loose stuff off. It doesn't go peeling again. Just use a razor knife is what I use. How long have you been doing this profession? I've had my own business for about 6 years, but I've been doing construction stuff since 2012. But before that, off and on with my brother, redoing roofs, remodels and stuff when I was a lot younger. It's kind of a unique color. They have a white base, like a lighter white, like an off-white, and then they put green over it, but not like a full coat, so you can kind of see through the two. All right, any more water damage up here? I got a scrape. So I got to replace this section right here above the window. Is just all got too much moisture. It's rotted, and then along the side here, a little section I got to take out from here to here. Yes, sir. All right, let's get the good old screw gun. Milwaukee, guys. Gotta go Milwaukee. One of the best. Milwaukee, Milwaukee. Yes, sir. Is the way to go. All around, I think they have one of the best tool platforms. So that's what I got in Milwaukee last few years. Started out with the old 18-volt DeWalt's until they're just getting outdated, you know.
You know what I mean? Know what I mean, mate? Know what I mean, Jelly Bean?
You understand where I'm gonna have a hard time replacing you guys, lucky people. Yeah, I've been a handyman for a little while here. And I do all sorts of stuff. It's not like I just do one thing. Make sure it's nice and tight. Really neat. I gotta get that cat out. I think the drywall's behind this trim, but I don't want to take it out. I don't want to damage it. There should be a header above this, so I should be able to make this joint here wherever to meet up. I'm hoping to get the piece in and at least skim coat it, and then while that's drying, I need to put a fan right here in the ceiling, run wire to it from an outlet there. There's a power source around the corner, and then run the exhaust up through the attic. Hopefully I can get it out the wall. If not the wall, I got to go through the roof. Didn't see you carrying on your belt. No, I don't have one on me. I rarely carry on me outside. Sometimes I'll pocket one while I'm working, but it's pretty rare because I don't know what customers like. I don't want to be a nuisance to them. Some people just see something, they're like, ooh. But no, we got something in the van. Alrighty. Welcome back, by the way. Bulletproof. Appreciate you coming back. But yeah, guys, if you're new, we not only do handyman stuff, we do cave exploring, mine exploring, hiking, shooting stuff. Check us out. Love to have you stay around. Yes, sir. See if we can dig out this. Someone, whoever installed it last time, broke off a screw in there, I think. Looks like it. So it doesn't want to come out. Or the wood's rotted. We hope not. We hope not. Might be soft, but I don't know about rotted. Alright, let's get the bucket ready for the trash, folks. Bucket ready for the trash. Alright, that should be able to pull right out. See if I can finish cutting through here. Should cut through all the way. Should be able to snap once we get it through most of the way. I don't want to damage the ceiling because the ceiling's okay, other than a couple that need sim coat over the joints. But yeah, that stuff definitely got wet. It's like porcelain-like because it got wet and re-dried. All right, let's see if we can get this out, folks. Gonna have to break it up in pieces more than likely. There we go. That might work. Split it down the center. Carpentry's fun. Yeah, I do carpentry as well. Gotta put the 2.0 bodyguard in your pistol wallet. I don't have a pistol wallet, but that is the one I usually would pocket, either in my back pocket or in one of the front ones here. I take that all over the place. It's so light. That's what I like about it. Compared to the 365 full, that's kind of heavy and it kind of jerks around your pocket, even though it's the macro. Hopefully there's not too much damage behind this. I think we caught it in a good time. There we go. Sweet. It is the green board. So they use the right stuff. It's just not enough ventilation in here, folks. There we go. See, it is the green board. Oh yeah, you can definitely smell the moisture back there now. Smells like mold. Sorry if you hear a fan in the background. It's getting stuffy in here, so I turned on a little fan. A little heater-like fan. Heater's not on, it's just air movement. Alright, let's see if we can get this one out. What do we got there? They got this North American Arms 22. Actually, I have one of those. And the guy made a little pocket clip for it. It goes on the outside of your pocket and the rest goes in. Carpentry's fine, yeah. I have one, but the hammer doesn't always hit the bullet properly. So I got the new part for it, but I haven't installed it yet. I got it from it's a Black Widow. The handle's a little worn on it. But I got it for like 120 cheeseburgers at a swap meet, which is a pretty good deal because those new are like $300 something in my local cow ranch. So yeah, we got it for a pretty good deal. Alright, let's see if we can split it down the center again. There we go. Oh yeah. Like it. I like it a lot. Another alert. Oh, it's FV Ordnance. FV Ordnance. Shout out to FV Ordnance. He's a loader too, like Ammo Alchemist. Shout out to him too, by the way. Alright, slowly dig that out. So the stuff I'm replacing with is a little bit thinner. It's a concrete board. So I gotta fur it out anyways. So that's why I don't like these push button ones. They just don't stay in there. Hey, what's up, Maiko? What we doing? Taking out rotted out drywall. Gonna put new in. And then skim coat all the joints that are the paint's peeled and is coming off. Yes, sir. Gotta dig out all the rotten stuff. Let's see, that nail must be in this one. The trim here. I don't have to have that peeled away. As long as it's smooth. Alright, strip away the paint. All right, now we got to dig out this other corner. I think it's underneath the trim too. They must have laid the back wall first, then the ceiling, and the side walls. All right. I like to start loading my own ammo. Just makes sense to do it yourself. Sure, it saves on the cheeseburgers. Could. What I load is stuff that's a little more rare to find. Man, I missed part 2 last night. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. All right, let's see if we can break this one up to get in there. It's YouTube probably didn't alert you. Maybe some other people. That's my bank. They're trying to get a hold of me. They keep making appointments without even asking me if it's going to work. They're like, oh, you got an appointment. I think it's because I reported there was a charge that I didn't approve of. That could be it, or since I've been there almost a year now, they just want to see how the account's been running for me. Could be that too. All right. So you're probably gonna leave another voicemail. All my free time's pretty valuable. I could have did it yesterday, but yeah, she must have left a voicemail. Okay, I already got that. All right, let's clean off this stuff. It'll be kind of hard to skim coat some of this because it's so close up. Alright, let's get our trash right in the corner here. See, she had stuff mounted on the wall here too, so there's stuff all peely. That's not really any from water damage problems. That should do it right there, folks. Lightly sand those spots. Still feels a little bit hollow sounding right there. Got a little extra, quite a bit of mud there. Alright. Now I gotta go get my vacuum. Let's see what we got here. It's a little bit of hike. I'm up here in the Bisbee in the old area, and so it's all hilly. So my van's way down there. Hey Matthias, welcome back, buddy. Alright, I'll be back, guys. Need to go get my vacuum. Be right back. Vacuum. Alrighty, back in. Got the charger too to plug in a couple batteries. You're back. There you are. Let's see, I think she said this outlet doesn't work. So I have to plug into a different one. So you gotta fix that. Alright. So many bars we got on this thing. Alright, there we go. Alright, we got to get that board that we're going to put in here and some wood wedges. Probably pin nail those in. Another piece came out. I was hoping more wood. It's stuck in there, all those little pieces. Alright, let's get some wood wedges. And we'll be back again, folks, right after this break. All right, we're back. Got our wood wedges and our pin nailer, extra nails. And I gotta get the board we're gonna stick up. That is outside. All right, so what we're using, instead of drywall, we're using this concrete board. It's like it's called Hardy Backer or Hardy Panel. We're gonna put the non-textured side out, fill in this gap here, and then up above there, we should be able to use this and maybe another little piece, we'll see, but these are recycled pieces. That way I didn't have to use a whole new, what do you call it? Full 4x8 sheet just for those two pieces of what do you call it? Anyways, now we need to cut this stuff. Tape measure. This stuff's, we gotta put an old blade on the saw then cut it. We need a tape measure. What else we need? The first thing we need to do, break off a piece. There we go. So we can get a thickness with our wedges. Because this is a little thinner. This is a little thinner than the existing. So to meet up, we've got to fill it up because that's like almost twice the amount. So if we take two of these, cut it, so it'll break where we cut it. Hopefully. There we go, within reason. Alright, put that like that. Try that. Good there. There we go, that'll work for the start. Pin nail that in. Of course, the actual screws will hold it in once we get it in. Si, senor. Si, senor. The senior. You get the senior discount? I don't. I'm not old enough. Alright. And let's put one here. See here. I have something skinnier than this one. I have to score this one too, just so we can get it in there. As long as I don't slip and get my leg, right guys? It's as hard as a rock, but it's fragile. There we go.
Is it fragile, mate? Is it fragile? Yes, sir, it is.
There we go, that'll work. You nail that one in. Let's see, cut here. As long as it'll fit in there. At least up against it. There we go. Yep.
Si, senor.
It does. Alright, let's cut a couple more of these thicker pieces here. one person watching. The other people left once I went to get for my vacuum.
They've gone away.
Or the pin nailer was, I forget. Oh, time to reload it. These little pin nails. Gotta make sure you put the right side down, the correct side down. There's a little arrow that points, so that goes towards the, oops, broke a little piece off there. Points down in the machine. Here we go. Alright, we need at least one more in there. Not really big. Bigger on the bottom. That'll do it. Diddle-doo-doo, diddle-doo-doo-doo, diddle-doo-doo-doo. Yes, sir. Still just one person watching. Aw, all by yourself. How tender. Alright, this needs cut down to, let's see, we need it to about that length. See, this isn't drywall, guys. This is concrete board. Pretty much what you put behind tile, but this is actually for siding. But it breaks just as easily. That's not the one we need. We need the long one. It's not as flexible though, so maybe it actually breaks harder. All right, now we need to get a width.
A width. Do you need a width, my friend? Yes, we do. We need a width.
Alright, so we go there. There. They can leave a voicemail. When I'm busy up late, I just let them leave a voicemail because there's some times it'll take away my time, and here it's just a dumb old telemarketer. I'll get off a ladder from 10, 20 feet up in the air. It's a dumb old telemarketer recording. Hey, what's up, Coon? Queen? Lipke, we're doing some handyman work. This is my everyday work when I'm not busy doing 2A lives or shooting or mine exploring, cave exploring. Which we do that, guys. Mine exploring, cave exploring. Check us out. We have actually a deer hunt coming up this weekend. Hopefully I can get something. Friday I'll probably take off, get all my gear together, because I could start Friday if I want. Yeah, get my gear together and get the two guns sighted in all good. Ended up getting a Canik Meta 9 Prime. Sweet. Was it the comp or no? I know the comps are nice too. I don't have one of those yet. I would like to get the comp.
One of these days, mate. One of these days.
Alright, let's see. See if I can get this broken without breaking it in the wrong place. It's not drywall, so it doesn't really cut like drywall. You can score it and snap it, but it's not quite as easy as drywall. Let's see if I can. Well, it's trying to break where I don't want it to break. Naughty, naughty. Let's see, I gotta get it started right there. Ah, just broke it. That's why I don't like this stuff. The integrity, integratedly comped one. It doesn't have a floating comp. Maybe someday. There you go. Crap.
Goobers! They done poked it.
I mean, it's getting all skim coated, but still, this stuff is not as easy to work with compared to drywall. So.
Boo-boo!
Figured it would probably break the way I was cutting it. Where I had to cut it. Let's see if I can get this to. That stuff does not want to break. Got it scored on both sides. It's not like drywall where we just do one score and it snaps. And it keeps breaking. That's irritating, guys. Keeps breaking where I don't want it to break, unfortunately. Let me see. We're gonna have to get something else. All right, this should work. Got another piece. I'll have to cut it out with something else instead, but get our length again, at least marked out. All right, so there. Width is as wide as this. And I have to go outside to cut this with an old circular saw blade or something. Alright. And then what width do we need this? To use this as a measuring stick. Let's get up in there again. Oh, we can get it up in there if we wanted. So we can make it a little bit thicker. Alright. Yeah, that'll work. Well, I'm going to be gone for a couple minutes, guys, so enjoy the scenery in the bathroom. I got to cut this down, take this block of wood off of this piece, cut it to the right width. It'll be a little bit, probably like 5 minutes. Got to go back to work. All right, see you, Keon. Appreciate you showing up, buddy. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so. Enjoy the scenery while we have this short break. Although in the meantime, I should put this thingy, the ringer tone, off so it doesn't interrupt you guys. All right, we'll be back, guys. Alright guys, we're back. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. Hey Simba, sorry. I was busy cutting some stuff. Where you at? Hey Gunner man. Been a while. What's up? I gotta be back to work. Okay. Hey White Rambo. I did water, mitigation repair exclusive for insurance repair for the last 10 years. Yeah, that's what this is. So this doesn't have a bathroom vent. It might sound like it, but that's a little heater. So I got to install one in here somewhere and either route out the exhaust outside, but there's not much room to do that, or put it to the roof, which you might have to. Anyways, doing some repairs. You all right? Yeah, I'm just a little out of breath. I was just walking up a whole bunch of flight of stairs.
A flight of stairs, mate.
I don't know why they call them a flight, because it's not like they're flying away from you, right? Dad joke of the day. No, I'm not a dad. Uncle joke of the day. Uh-oh, got a problem, Houston. What in the world? What in the world is wrong with my beat? Something is wrong with the beat. It's broken. The bit has some wearing spots on it. Does it ever? I have to run it in the drill instead. This one works. This is to countersink them a little bit. Hey, what's up, Authorized? Having fun yet? Nah, we're not having fun. Good to see you again. Thanks, Gunnerman. Appreciate you, man. Been a while.
It's been a while. Oh, don't tell me it's too wide now, mate. Nah, don't tell me.
Yeah, we can make it fit, I'm pretty sure. Gotta clean out more of the drywall garbage.
Let's expand that gap. Put some more pin nails in it.
Alright, let's cut out more of the drywall.
That's stuck behind the trim here.
Unless there's a way I can pry it out with a little screwdriver.
I know it's loose, it's just getting it out's the problem. It's back behind this trim. Alright, we're slowly getting more of it out. So once I can slide it back behind, then we'll be good. Be golden. Golden.
Yeah, insurance claims pay good. I've done one. Uh-oh, I think we got plugged out. I did a fence repair one time. A car went over an edge and demolished this guy's yard. So we had some repairs to do for that. Alright, let's see if we can get this in there. I think it'll fit now once I shove it up in there good. It'll fit. Let's see here. I haven't been in your life for like a week. At least that. Good mate. Good day, mate. Thanks, Jason. When I replace to the stock to a 2 gram, excuse me, allergies and asthma. Magpul 1, I didn't realize why the safety wasn't working anymore. Then I realized I forgot to put the safety detent spring. That'll do it.
They'll do it, folks. Be back later. He's like, you'll see me again.
I got something to tap this in.
Don't have the hammer in here. Can't do it too hard, otherwise we're gonna have problems. You have problems, mate? You having problems? You have an issue? You need a tissue?
Maybe. Maybe not. There she is.
Cut this more at an angle. Oh, that ain't gonna move much. That's got a metal corner on it. I'll give it another try. Give it another welly bud. Let's put an angle on it so it'll slide in there better. Like a kerf, you know? Less tension that way. And all along the wood edge, we're going to put a caulking anyways, high moisture, high flex, bathroom caulking. Paintable. Do the corner here. Back in there. All right, let's give that a whirl. It's a world of fun. A world of fun. Buggers. Well, that ain't working. It's getting stuck on some of the metal trim stuff. Where's that little screwdriver? There it is. Bend it just right. We should be able to. There we go. That should be better. Shouldn't be jamming anymore. Be jamming out in a good way. Oh, there we go. That's not good. Some of the junk's getting in the way now. Don't do that, mate. Don't do that. There we go. Fell right into place now. Alright, let's pre-drill some countersink so we don't have problemas. Alright. Another one here. There we go. Speeding that across. Yep, that's nice. Alright. I'm going to knock this metal back in that I bent out so it could fit in there. It was coming in like this, so it needed something bent out of the way, the metal edging in this window trim. Now I got to bend it back. I don't have my hammer out here, and that would be helpful. Just maybe. What we got? Drum, gotta get to work. See you, buddy. Hey, what's up, Mr. MJ Steve? Hey, what up? You remember me? I'm from India. What happened to your window? This is a customer's house, so it's a shower. I'm sitting on a like a clawfoot tub, and they don't have a bathroom vent in here, so moisture builds up in here and rotted out the drywall. So I'm taking it out and installing hardy panel in its place. That thing don't fit in there. Hardy panel in its place, yeah. A couple screws. Alright, I'm gonna put the extension on that. Can't reach it without it. There we go. Get the other two in. Once these are all installed, we gotta stem coat it. Good old stem coat it. Yes, sir. Looks like this one got pushed in a little too far. And that puts a wedge back in there. Build it out just a little bit more. Alright, there we go. Hopefully that helps. But it'll help. There we go. Boy, yeah, mate. Should barely work. It's not quite how I like it, but it'll work. I don't know if I remember you or not, but yeah. You know it always smells and the wall becomes wet. Yeah, without a fan, I'm going to install one up here. She bought one to stick like in the wall right here, but I don't know how it'd run. I mean, I could, but I don't know how I'm going to run power. Because like, there's a power source right there. There's another one over there where a switch can be. But I don't think I can run wire up through this and over there in the back again. Because there's just too much going on. Because this whole section I think is all wood and there's no way I can drill it. So I would have to put it in the ceiling here. And we already have a switch spot there. So I'll just run wire up from the switch up to the fan. And then from there I got to rat out the bad air either through the wall or through the roof, which is the way it's looking I'm going to have to do. Through the roof. Alrighty, slide this up in there. So I think we got some stuff in there we don't want. Flip it around for in. And this is a hardy board material. It's not, what you call it, drywall. Alright, I need to mark where all my little furs are so I know where to screw. And of course on the end, and we need to stick one right there yet. Senior. Senior. Senior, senior. Bigger part down because of the way the wood is. Alright, and for it again. No, I had it right the first time. La primera tiempo fue bueno y más mejor. Looks complicated. Not really. Not really, mate. Not really. It's a little harder with this concrete board. Because it's more fragile. Gotta be more careful with it. There's a bit. Fragile. Complicado. I'd rather do drywall, but she already had this stuff, and it'll work. Just I would have to buy a full sheet of OSB just to repair these. We thought, well, that'd be kind of a waste when you could just use what she has, and it'll work. So, tis what we're doing. Let's see, I need 3 more, 2 more. Dos más tornillos, hermano.
She actually might be here soon, since she might be here mid-morning. All right, fill that little gap in. Have a scrap that'll work. I think I might. If I stuck in the scrap bin here. Ah, it's too small. It's muy pequeño. No bueno. All right, what's the size of that? Well, yeah. We got 4 7/8 by 4. By the way, guys, this is the first iPad that ever existed, right here. You ever heard of an iPad? Because it's mine, so it's I. 4 inches by 3. No, 4. 4 7/8. 4 7/8. First iPad ever existed, guys. Right there. Whoops, almost fell. What we got? Hey, Matt, welcome back. I'll be back. I got to go cut some hardy panel. A 4 inch by 4 7/8. Take a couple minutes. Enjoy the show. Coating the drywall stuff too. We're stim coating it. Hi, I'm back. Ready to come back. Look at that, mate. Feels like a glove. Alright. Got a pre-counter sequence so it doesn't split. And you fill in the indentations. And I got to skim coat the whole thing, so. Alrighty. Get ourselves a good spot. Things set up here. She has the smallest little sink here. It looks like it's from out of an airplane. Like, look how small that is. Teeny little sink. Alright, what do we got here? Finally, you're back. It's been 10 years since last saw you. Now I'm 23. Yeah. Excuse me. You should take... I used to make detailed tutorial videos on how to use different types of firearms. People mostly watch this type of tutorial content. Yes, we're going to plan on doing some of that. There's a few different things we want to help for the channel to get better views, hopefully, and that's one of them, how to operate certain stuff. I know that's fine to do, because that's, for one thing, that's teaching gun safety, in my opinion. What you're not allowed to do is demonstrate and verbally say, this is what you do to take the gun apart, do this, that, and the other. That you can't. You could do it, but not say how to do it. And you can only do a certain amount of it. It's weird. It's YouTube. Gotta do it just right. Yes, sir. A 10mm drill bit. Interesting how they do that for concrete. But yeah, that would be nice. All right, now we got to vacuum some more. Vacuum. So we got the chunk plugging it up. There we go. Stuff cleared away, get it ready for skim coating. Yes, sir. And while that's drying, we can put in the fan and figure that out. Let's see, where's that at? Stuff won't probably stick very well because it's concrete board. Concrete board didn't stick very well. This type of stuff. Alright, let's flip this around. I don't know if that side's any sharper or not. Cutting this. Alright, there. Seam tape, good old seam tape. Yes, sir. Yes'm. Yes'm, yes'm, yes'm. A little short guy for the other side. Really short.
Really short, mate? Is it? Yes, sir.
Alright, let me another one about 3 1/4, 3 3/4. Oh yeah, right there. Alright, yeah, that one's not sticking very well. Alright, then we need one across the top here. Alrighty. Least amount on the top we can get, because we want to do less of a spread on that. Some people use paper for repairs. I prefer this stuff because it just seems to lay flatter and it holds up itself most of the time, not always. And you could shove it in the crack to hold it in there better. Yes, sir. That one will probably just skim over. Same with those. But that should be pretty good.
Alrighty.
Get our mud mixing. Got our light mud. A little fluffier so it dries quicker. It's not speed mud like hot mud. Just a little lighter, easier to handle. Don't need much, plus we need to thin it out usually. Yeah, it's really light. Gotta skim coat it and then do the joints. Let's see, is this a 4-inch knife or a 3-inch? If it's a 3, it'll fit right in there. Alright, stuff that all back down in there. Yeah, add a little water to it. It's usually not quite runny enough. Yeah, I think this will fit right into this knife. I don't know, maybe not be real close. Just run it straight down it. Just so too big. Bummers. Let me see if I can get this crack still here. We'll run caulking up in there afterwards and then paint it. That way we know it's nice and tight. Cut over this. I didn't make that joint wide enough anyways to make it non-visible. I didn't spread it enough. I only did like 2 coats probably. So it wasn't the greatest spread anyways. Clean that up there. 2 of you watching. Hey, at least 2 of you like my content. Now, some of you guys went to work, so fine with me. I'm working too, so everybody each their own, right? Alright, skim coat over that.
I feel like too the drywall mud that's light, it's better for this type of stuff. For skim coating with thin coats, something about it I think just does better. En mi opinion, de här ánimo. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Might be. Need a real flexible one to get in there. My real flexible one though is all full of caulking for roofs, like roof cement, the black caulking stuff. Have to get in there with the what you call it, caulking once we get it all nice and smooth and take out the imperfections. Yeah, I need a really flexible one to get this in there. How am I going to get that in there? Naughty. It's a little hard to figure this out here, folks. Let's see, jump on this where I don't want it. I need to skim coat that whole board, and due to it not wanting to spread right, because my knife is too wide, can't get in there quite right. Need a 3-inch. This is a 4-inch taping knife. Oh yeah. Ooh, excuse me. I'm not even sanding yet. I'm already sneezing up a storm. Feel another one coming on too. See, you're going to skim coat here. A couple bad spots. Paint was peeling, so I got to cook it out. get something in that crack right there. There we go. Trying to build this up a little more so once I sand it, it's done with the coat. Let's see, how am I going to skim coat this? It's way too small to get this knife in there. I'm going to have to use something else. What's up? What's that? Cement? It's drywall mud. And then what do you call it? What do you call this stuff? I just call it drywall mud, but let's see, where's that knife? I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna cut this not cut. How I'm gonna spread this mud, because this spot is so small I can't get my knife in there. Let's see if we can figure it out. Spread some of it with this. It'll be rough, but hey, we can smooth that out with some sandpaper. We gotta come up with something better than that. Hey, I know what. An old razor blade. That might work. This one's all pretty dull. It's pretty much its own little knife, so might as well, right? There we go, guys. That works. Just to get a first coat in there. Yes, sir. Kind of a mess, but hey, that's drywall for you. That's drywall for you. Wish it was just a little bit bigger. I gotta skim coat all this. Alright, clean it off. Alright, set that right there. That gap in. Cut some of that old junk out of there, so it doesn't look very nice. Fill it in. Go ahead and just, might as well skim coat over some of this stuff she has sitting here that's messed up. I don't know if she wants that repainted or not. At least it's going to get skim coated over and holes covered up. Yes, sir. There's a little bit there, so let's fill that one up. Now I need to skim coat this section here. It's too small an area for my knife's too small. Hey, what do we got here? Yo, Desert, what's up? Hey, Sue. Good morning, says AT. Hey, buddy, welcome. Sorry I haven't been able to make a stream. No worries. What's up, JP? Doing some drywall repair from Rot. And got the skim coat this concrete board. And we got to use a little teeny blade to spread it, because I don't think I have, other than one that's full of roofing tar. I don't have a small enough blade, I don't think, to skim coat this. One I have is a 4-inch, and this space is just so bigger than 4-inch. It's like, or smaller than 4-inch. So I got to skim coat this, and then we'll sand it.
And then fill up the gaps with some high flex caulking where it meets the wood. Yeah, this can be kind of a messy, because we'll fix it later with sandpaper. Some sanding blocks and whatnot. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Spread this here because it has a dip. Try to fill that in where my paper was. Well, not paper, what do you call it? Joint tape. There we go. We got it, mate. Joint tape. Sometimes you just gotta do some delicate work, folks. Do it right. If you don't have something wide enough, you make do with what you got. Hey, Paul, you're in here too? Or that's the other Paul, Pesu. Thought you were doing the window at first. No, it's some repair from dry rot. Not dry rot, moisture. This bathroom does not have a vent. And so it gets a lot of moisture even with the windows open. So we're going to add a vent right up in here somewhere on the ceiling. Run some power through from a switch. There's already a spot with power. The spot's empty. And so we're going to run power from there up through the ceiling and then figure out how to run the exhaust out, because there's no roof protrusions and there's hardly room to put something through the wall on the outside for a vent. So we got to figure out something there. Oop, almost dropped my little razor knife blade here. Clean her off. Yeah, I've just got to skim coat this concrete board. We decided to put concrete board, otherwise I'd have to buy a whole sheet of 4x8. And she already had extra of this concrete board material. So that is what we're using. A little razor knife for detail works pretty well, actually. Get in there good enough. This stuff, if you get it on something, I mean, you just wipe it right off. So that's what's cool about drywall mud. You just wipe it right off, folks.
Right off, mate. You just wipe it right off, like with a washcloth. Put a little off and raw ball, you know.
Some wall ball. I think I can put the stuff where I need to with the knife. Just I can't spread it. I'll put some on there for a starter. Pile it up in the center. There we go. Clean off the junk. All right, put that there.
Can't even spread it with this little dinky thing because of the way it is. Because it's even smaller than this blade. Just gotta get the right angle so you can pull it along. Extra mud. Kind of a mess right now, but it'll eventually get cleaned up once we get a good spread on it, folks. Drywall's kind of a mess, folks. Looks like I can pull it down better than up. That works. All right. About what we can do with the drywall mud right now, guys. We'll clean up this. I think so anyways. Make sure I got it all within reason. The rest will smooth out and then do another coat once it's dry. So I'll be back. Let's see here. What's one of the best movies you ever watched? Brother. I don't watch movies anymore. I do documentaries and stuff, but when I used to watch movies growing up, we used to watch a lot of black and white westerns. And one of the things we would watch too is Indiana Jones. What's that one? The Ark of the Covenant. We always liked that one. That was the only one of his I think we watched growing up. Anyways, I gotta clean this all out. We'll be back. All right, got that all cleaned up. Looks like when she was painting, she got some glue, not some glue, some paint on the glass. That's good for that, guys. Now we got to work on some other stuff. Let's see here. We got to figure out where we're going to route our fan, our fart fan, to get the bad air out of here. It's going to be somewhere in here. We got to figure out where we can route it out, though. I was trying to find a 3-inch exit, but everything is 4-inch. So I might have to go through the roof after all. But we got to see where a stud is. Make sure we're not going to run into something here. Because it has to be about a 7-inch, I think. Not sure where she took that. She already had this fan, and it was a wall mount one, which I would love to mount to that spot she wanted, but I can't run power. There's no way for me to do it. So we got to run this. So take that off. What size is this? It's a 6. Okay, so I can take the one adapter back I bought. Those adapters are expensive. They go from like 7 to 6, back and forth. Well, maybe there's a decent amount of air. Then we'll put an outlet up there, and we'll just stick this in there. Oh, we got. You should watch No Country for Old Men if you're a fan of Western movies. I don't think I've ever seen that one. That should work pretty good. I don't know what the CFMs are on it. It's pretty low, in my opinion. But we know to take the shroud off so we can mount that. Let me screenshot that. I might see what we got there, but anywho. Let's see, where's that Phillips? Philip, where are you? Here, Philip. There he is. It's a good movie. Okay. Hey, what's up? Moist Beans. Zeus. It's been a while since you're on here, by the way, buddy. I've seen you on a few other people's, but not mine. Thought maybe I did something that offended you or something. Alright, now that needs a hole 6 inches through. Slide that in somewhere around there and run some stuff through it. Put an outlet up there to plug this in that's hooked to a switch. And then hook the exhaust up somewhere. Alright, let's gotta take this cover off here. Anyways, let's see, we'll put you over here. There you go. Now you guys can watch me from the other direction. So this switch right here is what we're working on. There's a hollow spot here. So we're going to use that hole there to utilize for our, what do you call it? For our fan switch. So we got to take the cover off. Sit on the toilet while we're doing it. Yeah, we got to take off the cover here. We're going to switch out the switch to and possibly the GFCI. It's an almond instead of ivory. She said it just looks ugly, especially since the cover is ivory or almond. So she wants it to match. And then we got a GFCI over there in the corner that doesn't even work. I think someone wired it wrong. She said she wired it. Let's see here. Yes, we got a hole through here. It goes to the back side where the other side is to the bathroom. And that's for that one. Okay, got a light bulb out. All right, we got to take one of these out so we can tie into the hot here. Now, does that? Okay, they did it properly. Some people tie in the hot to the GFCI. You're not supposed to for the switches. Anywho, and here is Mr. Phillips again. He came around. We found him. Yeah, we got to find a hot that's a constant, and then take it up and across over to where we're going to put the fan in the ceiling. So. Yes, sir. Gotta make sure I don't shock myself. It should be the black that's hot, but some people do some funky stuff. Oh, the owner's home.
Hey, Jerome.
Hey, how's it going?
I just remembered that I forgot to take the shower curtain down.
Oh, I took it down, as well as a couple of little stuff.
This morning, waiting until it was dry, and totally forgot.
This is weird.
Put everything else up.
Why is it both these? Seems weird.
Where are they going?
Trying to figure out why both of these are cold. That shouldn't be. That's a weird setup. I have to go on the back side of that.
Oh, actually, I was gonna say from the other bathroom, the wall's open.
Yeah, I might have to because I'm finding some interesting stuff right here.
Well, that's entirely possible. This was a home job, so I can't say who wired that, but it wasn't a
Because, like,
licensed
both of 'em-
electrician or.
Both of them don't have power. Sure, one should always have power until you flip it, and then the one going up should. So that should be the power coming in, but it's not beeping like the constant. But it shouldn't be white. It should be black. You can use white to send the power back up if you wanted to. I've done that many a time.
Whatever needs to be changed to make it
And
right.
why is the ground acting like it's hot?
Oh. Oh gosh.
That is weird. Okay, we're gonna have to go on the other side of the wall and check that out. I'll have to
Alright.
pull this one back out. Why is the ground acting like it's hot? That's what I don't get.
And you know where the power panel is if you need to turn anything off?
I don't actually.
Oh, it's right on the deck.
So what I'm gonna do with the fan is I'll put an outlet up in the attic, and that'll just plug right into it, and that outlet will be activated by the switch here. That way I don't have to cut off the pigtail and do whatever and hardwire.
Oh,
Just plug it
okay.
in from inside the.
And that's okay to do that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean that's how it's made to plug in. So.
Right. Okay.
And if I need a junction, I have like if I have to tie in somewhere, the proper
Right.
way to do a junction, you don't just go like this, wire nut them and tape them. You have to actually put them in a box.
Right. Yeah.
Slide them through, do the wire nuts just like you would like this.
Right. and
Tape them
have-
all up,
have
put them in, and
nuts.
then put a fake cover, like a cover plate over it.
Right.
That's
yeah.
for code.
Uh-huh.
I see so many attics where they just have them tied in with wire nuts.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I have to admit I've done a little electrical in my other room. I don't think I did these though.
Alright.
Oh, so there was a crazy addition. I
this-
like the blankets.
I'm not sure if that one's working or not, the ground, if it's hot or not. It could just be close enough to this that it's giving a mixed signal. Yeah, it's a mixed signal. But this one, I have no idea. Like, it's reading some voltage through, but nothing through this one. But it's working. Like, it should be that one always has constant power, then the other one shouldn't. The other one shouldn't until you turn it on.
Right.
Which is what that's doing. But this doesn't have power going back out. But this has something running through it, the crown. So they got something on the other side routed wrong, or who knows what. We're gonna have to look on the other side,
All right.
see where it's coming through.
All right. So I don't know if you noticed my piece of tape. I was thinking I really loved the way the bathroom looked with the all open without all that stuff in the way. Anyway, so I started thinking, oh, maybe I can figure out how to move the door. But then I thought, well, there's this dead space here, that little triangle behind there. See that piece of tape on the floor?
Yeah.
That was my little.
So you think about putting some little wedge shelves in
a
there.
wedge shelves and then like having some LED lights in there to illuminate it because otherwise it's kind of in the dark.
Yeah, so it's got a top over it.
So if
You
there's
could get one of those motion ones when you open the door, it would turn on or something maybe. I put some of those in closets where you just put it on the panel up above. And so once you start moving, it'll turn itself on.
Right,
When you
but
reach
then you
in there.
can't access the door until you can't access the cabinet until you then close the door and are in the bathroom with this door shut.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's just the make of the
Yeah,
room.
and then when
Can't
you
change
open the
that.
door of the cabinet, the light goes on. Is that what you mean?
Well, I don't know if you want doors on it or not.
Yeah, or if it would just be open. But anyway, I was thinking maybe if there's a way to drop power down there if you're gonna be up there doing stuff. Was my thought.
The only way
So
it would is if I tied into another, let's see here, we've got hot there and we have hot there. So I'd have to continue hot up and over and drop it down, but then to a separate switch. This currently is going to use up all 3 of those spots.
Mhm.
This one currently this one's to that, right? But the bulb's out,
Yes.
and this is a motion
And I
sensor
should
to
get
that
a
one.
bulb just so we can test that.
So I'd either have to add another box in, a separate switch, or another extra separate one on that side,
Uh-huh.
and then run a hot over there.
Oh, and this one's dead. What if it was just this switch?
Well, it's currently dead because it probably ties into that somehow. I don't know. Something's up with it.
Right.
Because
So
that probably went to this original.
no, this one goes to that and this.
Okay. Yeah, that one I don't know
And
where it
then
went.
this one never had power, so that could theoretically be used as a place to store light for a
I was
closet.
gonna see if they had it somehow tied into here, but no.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows where that goes? Because from there, where does it go? I wonder what it tied into.
It might have been, I can't remember what the idea was for it, and probably this was just put there.
I mean, if
just
this
so-
has hot running to it, I mean, I can just jump it from this to there, and then run a wire down possibly through the wall,
And then, yeah,
and then
right.
just eliminate whatever it went to, since it's not working anyways.
right.
I could possibly work if I can get something up through here. I don't know if I can. Who knows what the structure's in here.
Oh, this was, none of this is structural. This was a wall that was added.
Because it
This was like
probably
a
has like,
closet
you know, a
door.
frame here, obviously, and then something
Right.
here. So this is probably hollow here, but
Right. And then there's
I know
frame,
there's a
there's
joint
something
here or
here, because then we decided to have that open to maximize the space in
yeah,
the
hang towels
bathroom.
and whatnot, yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so you didn't have to put any new panels, you just scraped it and.
No, I
and
put a new
patched-
panel in.
You did?
Yeah, this whole section here is new, and this section here is new.
Oh, I see.
I just skim coated it right now.
Yeah. Awesome.
And then
That's
over here,
great.
I was able to chip off because it wasn't rotted out and falling off the wall like
Uh-huh.
this was.
Right.
It was all the paper was separated from the backing all in this corner.
Uh-huh.
Here was just peeling paint and some of the joints were messed
Uh-huh.
up, so I cleared it all out.
Excellent.
Did a skim coat on it for now.
Anything that you noticed behind
Nothing rotted.
there? That,
Nothing rotted,
okay,
thankfully.
good.
I mean, you could smell moisture, but it was like old moisture, like a
Uh-huh.
musty basement.
Okay,
Once I
good.
took off that
Because I
panel.
have had termites, and I just had the termite inspection.
I did see the little
There was a little frass.
the little dropping things from them, but nothing like actual soft wood they ate into.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, I used to get it out of the frame of the glass block. There would be frass. So the panel is to the left of the sliding glass door on the deck.
Out here.
Out here.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, I figured I'll do that first in there. That way it's drying while I'm running wire and stuff for all the other stuff, and then figuring out a way to run the duct working. To Prescott.
Yes.
That's a little ways. I've been there forever. Used to
Yeah.
camp at Lynx Lake as a church group.
Oh.
We had a church there in
I wonder if I
Wickenburg?
took kids there years ago. We used to take the ROTC to Prescott for their annual camping trip.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I like that. We used to do bike riding around that area.
Going to a conference, career technical education conference.
Let's see here, guys. The fan. Jerome knows his Ohm's laws. Yeah, something over there is just wonky with it, guys. They stole a motel hairdryer. Yeah. No, you can buy those, dude. Freaking insane acting done by him. Antagonist? No, it's a customer's house. Jerome is married to his working cousin. No, I'm not. Wouldn't stream from customer's house. He probably asked if it's okay. Of course. Hey, honey, what's up? All right, we got to figure out where we're going to stick this. Got to go up in the attic. All right, got to get our ladder. All right, so I'm going to have to go check that out on that side.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
That's weird. So let's choose that. Where's that headed? Probably to that axis over there. Now the person's not here, other than just now she came by. That's why I've been streaming. So they are two separate units, but one goes up and across. Where do they tie into the hot at on that one? That's weird. Probably in the attic somewhere, I guess. Alright, go check that other panel.
Hope you're enjoying your pre-cruise adventures. Period. Your room. This is some weird wiring in here, folks. Oops. Alrighty. It's the one going up through the ceiling that I don't get. Let's see here. Let's see if I got any wire nuts on this thing. Now, if that actually was hot, I'd be getting shocked right now. Because the frame connects the ground to that. So we definitely got some wonky wonk here, folks. Get our insulated pliers. Tuck our potential hot out of the way. Potential hot there out of the way. And we got to change the switch out anyways. Must be something they tied up in the attic that's wonky. Alright. I have to get our tester and figure out what's the main hot. Well, I got the one. Where's the other tester at? I just had it. There it is. So
So the black is the main hot. That's weird though, because it was only turning on. That's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, something's wonky with the switch, I think. We're putting a new one in anyway, so yeah. All right, we're back. All right, let's see. Outlet's haunting, yeah. There you go. Didn't mean to send it twice. No worries. Gotta put some new switches in. These ones are almond. Not ivory. Here, that matches it a little better. Maybe this is white. It doesn't look white though. Sometimes depending what brand you have will be a different color too. All right, let's get a little jumper for our wire here. sure. Alright, that one's the constant, so good. Let's cut that a little shorter. That definitely had a wire knot on it one time. That's interesting. Had the little thread marks on it. Alright, the tail on that ground is too long. Hot's not touching anything metallic. Alright. Turn the ground around. The ground though, I need I need a ground for that. I don't have those pliers in here, I don't think. Or I twist the two together. Be nice and tight like. I'm gonna have to go get that. I think it's in the van still. Jumper. See, constant hot needs to be on the bottom. That's actually the top. That's the bottom. Here we go. Shorter. It's kind of long. Need it at least like 5 or 6 inches so we can stuff it in there. And about right there. Hook up to the constant hot. There's that. That'll be our last thing. Eventually we'll have a wire going up from here to the light. I need to have the white coming down to this. That's even wired differently, isn't it? No, this is constant hot right here. I could get hot off of this too, I guess. Off the outlet. That would work. That'd probably be better because it's constant and that's a higher amperage than a light probably. Alright. Man, I could tie it to the ground easier, I think. Well, I think so, mate. Alright, let's put the ground down. Oh, I hit the light. It's on a timer. There we go. That scared me a little bit. I was like, I know I didn't arc anything out. I didn't arc anything out, folks. Alright, get this tucked in there. Gotta get the ground connected. Being stubborn. Stubborn as a mule. Alright. Get that ground on there good. Alright, let's hook up the hot again. Alright, cut off a little bit. It's too long. And so much tension on this, it doesn't want to stay. Okay, we're going to have to tighten it up so it gets a little tension. There we go. There we go. Got the new switch in. Let's see if this one actually tests properly. Where'd my tester go? It's in my pocket. one's testing kind of funny too, but at least it works. Now we've got all the colors matching. All right, let's go ahead and wire in another switch. I don't want to wire it in though until I get my wire down from the top. All right. You broke it. Oh no. What's up, Stellinium? Guys, I'll probably shut off the live. I need to crawl up in the ceiling and run wire down so you won't be able to see me anyway. So thank you all for coming by. Y'all have a blessed day. Remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Trust God instead. And those times of uncertainties, ask Him for help, and He will guide your pathway. For through Jesus Christ is the way to salvation. Thank you all. Till next time, folks. Have a blessed one. Appreciate you.